Without leads, you have no sales opportunity. And without sales opportunities, you have no revenue. Without revenue, no cash. And cash is the lifeblood of all businesses. Hey, and welcome back to Builder Funnel Radio. This is episode 104 and another edition of the Growth Series. Now, today I want to talk about something I see that is super prevalent in today's society, and it's the rise of the coach, the trainer, the mentor. We see a lot of these 20-year-old life coaches, 24-year-old business coaches. Now, I'm not saying all these guys don't know what they're talking about, but how likely is it really? If you're like me, you want to hire coaches and trainers that have done what you want to do, or maybe they've excelled in an area that you really want to excel in. So maybe this coach isn't great at everything, but they're amazing at, one thing or a couple of things. Now, I'm not going to hire an overweight trainer to show me how to get six-pack abs. That's just not what I'm looking to do. So this whole concept of the teacher who has never actually done the work has always really bothered me, honestly. This is one of the reasons why we waited so long to create and release Builder Funnel Academy. I wanted to make sure my team and I had spent years working on the craft of digital marketing. Now, earlier this year on our 10-year anniversary, we opened the doors for the first time. And if you don't know what Builder Funnel Academy is, I'll tell you about that in a minute. Or you can head over to builderfunnelacademy.com/join and you can learn more right now. But back to the whole teaching thing. So our goal was that we wanted to be the teachers, that we were also in the trenches every day doing the work. Now, especially with something that changes as fast as digital marketing, social media, I felt like I always needed to be kind of in the game, in the arena, so to speak. So it always bugged me when I would see marketing consultants that have never done marketing at all, or they had one or two great campaigns, but they switched to teaching because it was just too hard to keep repeating that success over and over again. You see it a lot with sales, sales trainers that read 3 to 5, good sales books, and then they're like, great, I can teach this. So they decide to do that instead. You see it in fitness everywhere too. I mean, everyone on Instagram is a model or a fitness trainer today, it seems like. So anyway, enough of my rant. I want to dive into today's topic, which is generating consistent lead flow. Now, over the years, I've realized that almost every business is made or broken on one thing, and that is the ability to generate revenue. And that starts with marketing and your ability to generate leads. Without leads, you have no sales opportunity. And without sales opportunities, you have no revenue. Without revenue, no cash. And cash is the lifeblood of all businesses. And businesses fail because they run out of cash. So I was recently talking with a remodeler, and he thought that spending money on marketing meant that your service wasn't that good. Kind of like, why would you need marketing if you're doing a good job for your customers? And I thought about that, and I thought, well, that's really silly because, as you know, not all of our customers actively recommend us, even if they had a great experience. Or they might recommend us randomly when they have the opportunity, but they aren't running around singing our praises all the time. Marketing gives you the ability to make more great customers aware of your service. And at any given time, there's 3% of the market that is in buy mode. That means, let's say you live in a smaller town and you only serve a small subset of that town. There are always plenty of active buyers. Let's say your market area is 75,000 people and you only serve 10% of that audience. So only 10% is really a good segment of those 75,000 people. And only 3% are ready to buy now. That's this month. Let's say now is this month. That's pretty common. So that is 225 potential customers. And most of you are serving larger areas, and you're probably serving a larger percentage of that market area as well. I tried to be kind of conservative in my math and kind of my example here to show you that even a small area, there are more customers than you think that are ready to buy now. 225 every single month. They're actively seeking out and wanting to buy. So the question is, are you getting in front of them? Are you getting in front of half of them? You know, how many opportunities are you creating for yourself every month? So back to Builder Funnel Academy, I've spent the last 10 years building a marketing agency that specifically works with residential remodelers, builders, and contractors. And over that time frame, we've achieved a client retention rate of 3 times the industry average. And I'm very, very proud of that. Many of our customers have been with us 7 years, 8 years, 9 years, and we've only been around for 10. So the primary reason for them sticking around is that we help them get in front of more customers that wouldn't know about them unless we were doing marketing. Now with Builder Funnel Academy, we wanted to do a few major things. One was we wanted to give you the tools, the resources, and the process for building a sustainable, repeatable digital marketing system. This isn't some quick win that disappears. It's a system that generates thousands of leads a month for our customers and has generated over $100 million in actual sales and actual revenue. We also wanted you to be able to learn from someone that actually does this. And we don't just do this for our clients, we follow the exact process for our own business. We practice what we preach. And it's how we generate our business growth, which is forecasting to be about 40 to 50% just this year. And finally, we wanted it to be multi-purpose. If you're thinking about hiring a marketing agency or an SEO company, you can use Builder Funnel Academy to learn enough to ask the right questions and make sure you don't get scammed, honestly. As you know, there are tons of shady SEO companies out there. So we add a level of transparency to this industry that honestly scares these companies. But I don't really care because we're not trying to hide anything. I know people hire our full service agency because they don't want to do the work or they want our expertise. And so they aren't hiring us to do voodoo SEO magic and stuff like that. We also created it for those of you that just don't have the budget to spend $3,000 to $7,000 a month to hire us full time to do all this for you. Many of you are in a spot where you either need to spend the time yourself building the system or delegate it to a team member to spend the time. I mean, that's what I did when I first started. I spent the better part of a year working on this system and doing the work for my own website and my uncle's remodeling website before I sold the service to anybody else. I was in the trenches doing the work until I could sell it. And that was my testing ground, you know. I put in the time myself, and Builder Funnel Academy allows you to shortcut the learning process by going through step-by-step modules. We also wanted to make this an absolute no-brainer. Now, at this point, 94% of our founding Builder Funnel Academy members are still in the program. Plus, I'm putting a 30-day money-back guarantee on it. That means if you sign up, go through the material, and you don't get the value out of it, I'm going to refund every dollar and even pay the credit card fees. So I'm removing all the risk, 100% of the risk to try it. Now, pricing for Builder Funnel Academy is $12.97 for the entire year. And if you compare that to a marketing consultant, you'd only get about 7 or 8 hours of their time. You're going to get hundreds of hours of knowledge packed into our videos, templates, and plug and play campaigns. Plus, you also get access to our team every single month on a Q&A call. With a consultant, you won't get any templates or kind of done for you elements. It's all theory and recommendations. So we really tried to make that part a no-brainer. You could also try to learn all this yourself or have another team member, you know, learn it all themselves. But if that person has to go through all the research and all the testing themselves, they probably will have somewhere between 100 and maybe 300 hours spent over months or maybe years. So that'll end up costing you thousands, if not tens of thousands of dollars. And that doesn't even take into account opportunity cost of that time. So if you factor that in, we figure it amounts to hundreds of thousands of dollars in lost revenue. Now, our team and I talked about pricing for the academy for quite some time, and ultimately we figured it probably should be priced somewhere between 5,000 and 10,000 for the year. In most cases, just implementing a couple of the campaigns or a couple of the strategies that we recommend, that's going to generate tens of thousands and in many cases, hundreds of thousands of dollars in booked revenue. But our goal really is to make a huge impact. We're on a mission to help thousands of residential remodelers, builders, and contractors change the way they do marketing and create systems they can rely on month after month to bring them the leads they need to achieve their goals. If you've been listening to the podcast for a while, you know we crank out a ton of free content. And so you know we're impact-based and mission-based. But really, after a lot of thought, we decided to price it at $12.97 for the year. So less than a cup of coffee a day. And even if you're working with a website company or an SEO company or a marketing agency already, we wanted you to be able to buy this so you can use it to ask them the tough questions and kind of make sure you're getting the best of the best. So we want to arm you with information that moves you forward. And if you're not working with anyone, you can build your system properly from the ground up. If you can't tell, we're pumped about what we're offering. I believe in the system, but not just because it's mine. It's because it's worked. It's worked for my company. It's worked for my family's companies and dozens of our clients that are just like you. And oh, I almost forgot. This launch, we're also including 2 incredible bonuses. So my colleague Danielle Russell, she is an absolute pro when it comes to Facebook marketing for residential construction companies. Now she's built out an entire course called Mastering Facebook Marketing for Remodelers that we're selling for $9.97. But we're including that completely free when you purchase the annual subscription to Builder Funnel Academy. Now, in this course, you'll learn how to optimize your Facebook business profile for maximum results. It also includes some rarely used strategies to convert leads directly from your Facebook page. And we're also going to cover how you can use Facebook Insights to gather critical data without getting hung up on vanity metrics. And we're also going to dive into Facebook ads to show you some specific ways to get started and start succeeding with your advertising dollars. Now, on top of that, I actually just put the finishing touches on a sales course, Master Your Sales Funnel. Now, what I found is that today's buyers are pretty elusive, and so I want to show you how to combat that and close more deals. And based on our research from the State of Remodeler report of 2020, over half of you still aren't using a true CRM. So I'm going to get you access to a completely free to use, highly powerful, but it's pretty simple CRM, and show you how to customize that to track the exact marketing and sales metrics you need to scale your business. Now, normally this one-on-one training sells for about $4,500. We're only charging $297 for this, but if you sign up for the annual subscription of Builder Funnel Academy, I'm also including this course absolutely free. So guys, we just opened the doors to Builder Funnel Academy today. So you're one of the first to know. We did give access to anyone on our VIP list 2 days ago. So the spots are filling up. We made more space available this time just based on our last launch. We're still capping enrollment at 250 this time around. So that's 250 companies. So if you buy a seat, we're more than happy to add any of your employees or team members at no additional charge so everyone can learn. So head over to builderfunnelacademy.com/join to enroll today. And I appreciate you guys listening today. I'm super pumped about opening the doors to the Academy, and I'm very, very appreciative of you guys listening to the podcast. I hope that you've got a ton of value over the years that we've been doing this, and I can't wait to see you inside of the Academy. I know that'll be even more value for it. And again, we're trying to make this a no-brainer. We want this to be one of the best marketing decisions that you've ever made, but really best business decisions. So for $1,300, trying to make it a no-brainer so that you implement a couple of these things, you'll get your money back in terms of increased revenue. And we're adding new content to it every single month, stuff that we're learning in the trenches every day. We're packing that into the academy and teaching you guys, so you can learn alongside us as we actually implement this for dozens of companies one-on-one around the country. So head over to builderfunnelacademy.com/join, and we'll see you inside the academy. Thanks, guys. We'll see you next time here on Builder Funnel Radio.